What's up, you guys? Spoon's Ukulele, lessons by a beginner for a beginner. We have some learning to do today. Let's do it. So this is a quick roadmap of what a ukulele is. This is a ukulele. An ukulele, a... Okay, so you've got, if you were to flip this over, it would look exactly like what your ukulele looks like, right? It's gonna look like this. This is where your notes are on your ukulele. And it's going to follow the same set of rules. The perfect display for how notes are lined up is on a piano. And so the piano has those little black keys. There's the white keys and there's the black keys. Those black keys represent sharps and flats, okay? Which are the half steps in between the different notes. But we don't have black keys on our stringed instrument, so we've got to just know where those notes are. And so, but it follows the same rules, okay? There's 7 notes, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And so the A string, your open A string, which is the high string on your ukulele, is an A. So it's a perfect way to start. So if we've got A, there's going to be a space. B and C are always together. D is always alone. E and F are always together. G is always alone. So just remember, B and C and E and F are always holding hands. Everyone else flies solo, okay? So the open string goes A, space, B, C, space, D, space, E, F, space, G, space, and then over here, it's A, starting over just an octave higher, okay? So the next string would be E. It's an open E. E and F are always together. So F, space, G, space, A, space, B, C, space, D, space. Oh, look at, there's nothing. And then you know what happens here? D to E. It starts over, but it's an octave higher. C is your open string, and that's usually the bass string on the ukulele. C, space, D, space, E and F are always together, space, G, space, A, space, what's next? B. B and C are always together, so we're going to start over at C, which is an octave higher, to the final one, either high G or low G, it's still the same, G, space, A, space, B and C are always together, space, D, space, E and F are always together, space, and then we start over here at G, okay? We've got our ukulele here, and this is your A string, okay? So A, space, B, C, space, D, space, E and F, always together, space, G, space, A. See that? It sounds the same. It's just an octave higher, okay? This is your E string, so E, F, space, G, space, A, space, B, C are always together, space, D, space, E. And then we go to your C. C, space, D, space, E and F are always together, space, G, space, A, space, B, C. B and C are always together. And finally, I've got a high G, but it still applies to a low G if you've got like a tenor oak or something like that. But so G, space, A, space, B and C are always together, space, D, space, E, F, space, G. Cool. So one of the first skills, and it is a skill to learn with a new stringed instrument, is learning how to tune it. And so there's a reason why we tune things a certain way, right? Because you can play different strings but play the same note, and you want those strings to align and sound the same, okay? So you've got all sorts of combinations, right? So by doing that, you're able to sync up those strings and have them sound good together. The other thing you can do is take those known notes and take, say, a shape like C, G, A, and F, right? So the first 4 chords you learn are C, G, A minor, and F, right? So you're making a shape, C, G, A, F, right? We call that the axis of awesome, okay? It's a T shape. But if you were to move that and you were to do D, A, B minor, G, right? D, A, B minor, G. It's still that axis, we're just changing the key. And so that's what's cool about being able to identify where the notes are, is that you can see on especially these 2 strings, your A and E, the shape that they make, and then you can apply that to use different chords in your songs. That's it for today, and hopefully that was helpful. If you liked it, like it, and I will see you next time. Strum it up, you guys.